Think back to when you were a child, before you ever earned your first dollar, before you paid your first bill, before you even understood what money really was. Someone had already begun teaching you what to believe about it. Maybe your parents said, "Money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy. We could never afford that." Or perhaps you heard, "Money can't buy happiness." These phrases sounded harmless. They were repeated at the dinner table, in school, on television.
Until they became something much more powerful. They became beliefs. And beliefs shape decisions. Decisions become habits. Habits quietly build an entire life. The most dangerous lies aren't the ones people force you to believe. They're the ones you never stop questioning. Tonight, we're going to question everything you've ever been told about money.
Meet Emma. She grew up in a loving family. Her parents worked incredibly hard. They believed that success meant getting a secure job, working for 40 years, and retiring someday. They weren't lazy. They weren't irresponsible. They simply passed down the same advice they had received. Emma followed that path perfectly. She earned excellent grades, graduated from university, found a stable career. By the age of 30, she had a respectable salary, a nice apartment, a reliable car. Yet every month ended the same way. The paycheck arrived, the bills were paid, and almost nothing remained. Emma couldn't understand why. She had done everything society told her to do. So why did financial freedom still feel so far away?
Perhaps you've heard this sentence your entire life. Money can't buy happiness. It sounds wise. It sounds humble. And in one sense, it's true. Money cannot buy genuine friendships. It cannot buy love. It cannot guarantee good health. But here's the part almost nobody mentions. Lack of money creates problems that happiness alone cannot solve. It creates stress, anxiety, arguments inside families, sleepless nights, the fear of unexpected emergencies. Money doesn't guarantee happiness, but financial security often creates something equally valuable: peace of mind. The freedom to choose where you live, how you spend your time, and who you become. The biggest lie wasn't that money buys happiness. The biggest lie was making people believe that building wealth somehow makes them less worthy. It doesn't. Wealth is simply another form of choice.
Emma believed the next promotion would finally solve everything. Then it happened. Her salary increased by 20%. Friends congratulated her. Her parents were proud. For a moment, it felt like she had finally made it. But within months, something strange happened. She moved into a larger apartment, upgraded her car, bought nicer clothes, started eating at more expensive restaurants. Her income had grown, but so had her lifestyle. By the end of every month, she felt exactly.
That's because wealth isn't determined by how much you earn. It's determined by how much you keep.
Emma had heard the warning countless times. The stock market is dangerous. People lose everything. It's basically gambling. So she avoided investing completely. Her savings remained safely inside a bank account, year after year. It felt responsible. It felt safe. Until one day,
she noticed something. Prices kept rising. Groceries, rent, fuel, healthcare. Her savings hadn't disappeared, but their purchasing power had quietly shrunk. Inflation had been stealing from her without making a sound. Meanwhile, friends who had invested consistently weren't becoming rich
Overnight, they were simply allowing time to work in their favor. The greatest investment risk isn't always losing money. Sometimes, the greatest risk is never allowing your money to grow at all.
Emma could solve complex equations. She knew world history. She understood chemistry. But no one had ever taught her how compound interest works, how taxes affect wealth, why assets increase in value, while liabilities quietly drain your income. School prepared her for exams. It prepared her for a career. But it never prepared her for financial independence. This wasn't because teachers failed. They taught the curriculum they were given. The problem is that financial education has rarely been part of that curriculum. So millions of adults graduate every year, ready to earn money, but not ready to manage it. The wealthiest people don't necessarily have more intelligence. They often possess knowledge that others were simply never taught. Once Emma understood that, she stopped blaming herself and started educating herself.
Emma couldn't stop thinking about what she had discovered. If these beliefs weren't true, then why did so many people repeat them? The answer wasn't intelligence. It was repetition. Every generation teaches the next what it believes to be true. Parents pass their experiences to their children. Friends reinforce the same ideas. Society rewards people who fit in.
Few stop to ask whether those beliefs still make sense. Imagine growing up hearing, "Rich people are lucky. Money changes people. Investing is only for millionaires." After hearing those messages thousands of times, they no longer sound like opinions. They sound like facts. That's how limiting beliefs survive for decades. They aren't protected by evidence. They're protected by familiarity. Emma finally understood something powerful. She wasn't trapped by money. She was trapped by the story she had believed about money. And every story can be rewritten.
One weekend, Emma attended a networking event. There, she met Michael, a successful entrepreneur in his 60s. During their conversations, Michael shared a childhood memory. When he was 10 years old, his father never asked, "What job do you want when you grow up?" Instead, he asked, "What problems do you want to solve?" Dinner conversations weren't about paying bills. They were about building businesses, creating value, investing, ownership.
His parents didn't teach him that money was scarce. They taught him that opportunities were everywhere for people willing to learn. The greatest inheritance Michael received wasn't money, it was perspective. That conversation stayed with Emma. She realized wealthy families often pass down something far more valuable than cash. They pass down financial thinking. Different beliefs create different decisions. Different decisions create different futures.
That evening, Emma went home with a notebook. She wrote every belief she could remember. Money is hard to earn. Successful people are different. I'm not good with money. For the first time, she didn't accept those beliefs automatically. She questioned each one. Was it actually true?
Or had she simply repeated it for years? One by one, she replaced old beliefs with better questions. How can I make my money work for me? What skill can I learn this month? What investment can I understand before the end of the year?
Her income hadn't changed. Her bank account hadn't changed. But something far more important had: her identity. Because the moment your beliefs change, your decisions begin to change. And today's decisions quietly become tomorrow's reality. 20 years passed. Emma was now 53. Looking back, she realized her life hadn't changed because of one brilliant decision. It had changed because she questioned one belief at a time. She began investing consistently. She built multiple sources of income. She continued learning long after graduation. Every year, she became slightly wiser with money, slightly more patient, slightly more confident. Meanwhile, many of her former classmates were still chasing bigger salaries.
Still waiting for the perfect opportunity. Still believing that one day everything would magically fall into place. But wealth rarely arrives by accident. It grows through thousands of small decisions. Looking back, Emma didn't remember the exact day her finances changed, because they never changed overnight. They changed quietly. One belief, one habit, one decision at a time.
Imagine two people. Both earn the same income. Both have the same education. Both live in the same city. The only difference is what they believe. One believes money is always a struggle, so every financial decision is driven by fear. The other believes money is a skill I can learn, so every challenge becomes an opportunity to improve. Their circumstances begin the same, but their futures slowly move farther apart. That's the incredible power of belief. It shapes what you notice. It shapes what you ignore. It shapes the risks you're willing to take, the books you choose to read, the people you surround yourself with, and ultimately, the life you build. Change one belief,
and you may completely change your financial future. Before you leave, I want you to think about one simple question. Which belief about money has been guiding your life until now? Is it helping you or quietly holding you back? The truth is, none of us choose the beliefs we inherit as children, but as adults, we choose whether to keep them. The most successful people aren't those who know everything. They're the ones willing to replace outdated beliefs with better ones. Because your financial future isn't written by your past, it's written by the decisions you make after today. So tonight, challenge one belief, read one page, learn one new idea, ask one better question. Small changes in thinking become massive changes in action, and massive changes in action create extraordinary lives. The biggest lie about money isn't the one you heard, it's the one you continue believing. The moment you stop believing it, your future can begin to change.